and gentlemen, welcome.
4, 3, 2, 1. All right, everybody. We got a new mixer. Check this out.
I'm a tiny robot.
I'm a Cylon Raider. Alright.
Hey, is that cool? Are we back? Are we back? It's Monday. Does the camera work? Who wants to place bets while the camera's going to come on and off? Am I overmodulated? I feel like I sound overmodulated. I'm going to pull it down just a little bit. I can't tell. Guess what? Here, I'm going to try the camera now. If this works, this is the best Monday ever. Here we are! Frozen! I knew it was too good to be true. Too good to be true. But look, you have an action look about you. Okay, so why isn't it working, everybody? Why has it got to be me? Why me? Why me? Why does it have to be me? Always me. Thank you. Hey, who's got 2 thumbs? A new mixer that sounds weird and it noises.
Aloha, everyone.
This guy. Thank you. Aloha. Welcome to Monday. We have a new mixer. Did I mention that? It's definitely weird. Sounds weird in my headphones. I hope it doesn't sound too weird to you, or maybe I hope it sounds crazy. I don't know. It is Monday. We did just get. We came from the that other show. I'm looking for my noises. Thank you. Can you hear that? Can you hear that? Can I finish? Can I finish? And I just want to say thank you very much, Josh Galt, for sending us over here to use from hymns to us.
He's a good friend.
He's a good guy and a good friend. And I just want to talk a little bit about what Josh was talking about, because it's a little bit of a it's props mixed with real. I don't know what I'm talking about. But I actually do know what I'm talking about.
I don't even know what we're
You don't know what I'm talking about. But you'll agree with me when I say it, I imagine. And that is that, first of all, Josh, we did not go to Brimfield. Brimfield happened this week, which is a...
Yeah, I thought Josh was going to go.
He was saying he was going to go, and then we also says we were going to go. And then nobody goes. But yet everyone went there and had a great time. This is driving me crazy. Maybe it's just my headphones are weird. Are my headphones weird?
I don't know. You want to pop out the chat in case people are saying things are weird?
Yes. No, I know they are.
Hey, Pitco.
Everybody's saying it's weird. Pitco's here.
Yeah. Aloha.
Aloha to you. Welcome. It's Monday. It's a Pitco day.
You always say hi to me, Pitco, and Josh or John and Jenna's.
Yeah, I love that Josh has got his groove back over there, and he's having a good time with his chosen career. And I wanted to point out a couple of things, just because Josh has worked really hard, and I think Josh is a case study if you want to get into the reselling business, because he's gone through a metamorphosis of even what he sells, what he focuses on, and he's gone from essentially one way of doing business to an entirely different one that is much more selling antiques is a more level, it's a level up, but and that's where we sort of were and have been in our lives. And there's no but, and it's not a big but the thing is, but the but is that it's very difficult to be in any sort of reselling business, except for, I will agree, if you're going to be on Whatnot and sell the clothing, it seems like that's a super good angle. If you're good at your job, you can make millions of dollars doing this. This is not a business to make millions of dollars in general reselling. You just can't. You're even in the highest levels of antiquing, dudes aren't making 200 grand. It's 200 grand's enough to buy a Porsche. It's enough to buy the things and accoutrements. If you end up accumulating that much money in the reselling business, you're going to go spend it on something. So there's no poppers unless you are cream of the crap. You have to be the cream of the crap of all craps. And maybe you make $1 million, but I bet you American pickers aren't bringing in They don't bring in that much. I don't think so.
In sales.
In sale, I mean just personal income, because our business is about how much money we put in our own personal private pocket for the most part, because we are selling.
Right, you're talking net.
I'm talking gross, essentially. I mean, because I don't know what people are making net, because if people are saying they're netting $1 million, I'm talking about in order to live the lifestyle of which you've been accustomed. It's for classy lifestyle of Costco. But we do go to Costco and Rolls Royces occasionally. That happens. So if you want what you want, we chose to focus our lives on surrounding ourselves with the stuff and the things in life you like. It used to include traveling too until the bad part, and everything changed, and we had to change our business and everything. But my point was being that I think it's only fair to say that that reselling in general is a grind, and you can make more money grinding. But the second you take your foot off the pedal, it all just sort of it's almost like it's got an automatic brake on it, reselling. So you have to press on the pedal for it to move forward. If and you don't, it just comes to it's got an automatic brake, like a safety brake. So if you stop pressing on it, like your foot's not there, like a machine that has a brake on it, it'll just stop. It'll be worth nothing. So like real businesses where you can apply some of the stuff that I think people try to apply to reselling as far as business and how to grow a business, it can't always apply. And that's the one thing that I always think about when I love Josh's journey, and I love everything he talks about and how he's doing. This is a social business. This is a business of making deals. This is a business of essentially constantly being on it. And
He is.
and he's constantly on it. And the people who are constantly on this, you will make a really super good you can make a really super good living.
Josh intends on proving you wrong, Kimo.
Oh yeah, he is. Okay, good. I mean, I appreciate that too.
You haven't popped out yet.
I gotta go do that. And see, Josh, what else I'm gonna say on the other side of this is the times that they are a-changing. So the old guys are out, and I'm sort of caught in the middle of myself. I know what the old guys did, and I patterned myself sort of after them. But I've also embraced eBay for 26 years now. So, and the old guys didn't. So I know the differences of what's going on in our industry, so to speak, especially with the antiques and stuff.
Might be some audio problems.
Uh-oh. Quirky Picker is saying, but that's on a different one. I don't know. Let me try to pop this.
Doug and Reller here. And they're asking, is the audio skipping for anyone else, or is it just us?
Skipping?
Yeah.
Skipping.
And prior to that, Jovial was like, things are weird, but not with your channel. Hello, chatty, chat.
This is a brand new mixer, which I got it. Can you reach that one right there? No, you can't. It's okay. No. We exchanged the Rodecaster Uno for the Rodecaster Pro Dose.
I guess it's fine. It's fine.
But
it's okay,
be.
Doug.
No,
he said we're restarting. It was on our side.
Nope. It's our fault. It's all us.
Picker and Biff. Hey, Upstate Picker. Audio is good. Okay. Yeah. It's okay, Doug. No problem. I've done that before too.
What was I going to say? That right now, Josh. So this is what I want from Josh Galt. I want you to watch me. But then I'm committing to something here. I'm committing murder to myself because I'm going to have to do something.
Oh, no.
I want to make what the live auction sites work for me. And that's not selling small things. That's not selling. I mean, I'm just like, I'm going to explode from the auction sites because I talk a lot and I have a lot of stuff to sell and I want to do it, but I'm not. I will sell my stuff, my crapulence, my frack. I will frack off the stuff at a reasonable price, a discount rate. I'm fine with that. But I want to build up these sites. I want somebody, if it's not me, who is it? I want somebody to go in there with $10,000 items. I want somebody to go in there with high-end stuff and carve out a groove. Josh said it right here. Look, I wrote it down. See that? What's that say right there?
I don't even know.
Hold on a second. I got this thing to dissect. It says,
Get in your lane and be the best.
I don't have headphones, so I have no idea what he sounds like.
Josh ordered us, like with a really super monster type voice. He said, get in your lane and be the best. Dude, that's it.
So I feel like
That's it. I'm just saying that's it.
And
you might not be the best. There may be room for 10 bests because I only made number who was I in the scheme of East Coast young Danish modern, getting stuff from Denmark, bring it to the US, selling it for lots of money. Where was I ranked on the East Coast? I'll tell you, you don't know.
No.
But if you look at Machine Age in Boston,
I was working a different job at that point.
you look at the couple of places in New York City, NYC that were hot. I was number 5 probably in all of the, because there's a bunch of places in LA that I can't compete with in San Francisco. But I was number 5, meaning there was lots of income and loot, and I had access to stuff to sell mid-century Danish modern furniture, credenzas. I mean, come on, that's what we're selling. But and at number 5 was still a really good slot. So I wasn't the number, because I couldn't be number 1. We were in Vermont, and I'm just like one dude with a warehouse. So, and I never really hired another. We had one employee, maybe 2. But I never really, that seemed to be the issue. And when we started getting a little bigger, so I think we had a $350,000 year. That was like a great year. But it couldn't grow past that mark. We couldn't grow past, I can't hire people. I don't trust people. There was like a thing about growing because the people that I had that would go pick up furniture or move furniture, they would lose a day. The truck would be missing. They would be like, I don't know, having sex with like old girl. I don't know. There was this weird stuff happening. I couldn't.
Oh, that's weird.
I couldn't gather the people. No, I'm talking about a specific experience where this guy, every time he came up to Vermont to deliver us stuff, and we hired him to deliver us stuff, he would be a day late because he would stop in Montpelier to his old girlfriend. Every single time. It happened like 3 times. But it was the same guy, so I guess. It's a story.
Thank you.
So, let me surmise all this up. I do hope that Josh shows me that he can be a internet-connected, modern antiquer that can make 7 figures. No, it's a good goal. I think just those. I'm not going to qualify anymore because I think that's a lot.
I was going to say that I feel that currently the live...
Ladies and gentlemen, Spam Banshee! Wait. All right.
Which, by the way, everyone, we did not have our...
I can't... What's happening? Thank you.
We did not have our Wednesday show last week because...
She was dying. She died.
It's not that we were winning.
We said that in the post.
I was really sick.
We were super losing, actually.
Yeah. And I had a swollen salivary gland. I had a sinus
starting
infection.
To get old, and so she's starting to go fall apart. Pieces are starting falling off the lady's body.
And I'm on antibiotics. I'm feeling a lot better.
She feels a lot better. But we lost a whole lot of time.
Yeah, so sorry about that. But anyhow, I was going to say, I feel like right currently with how new the online live reselling
I want to be first for this, Josh. I want to be first.
I feel that it's almost like online flea market.
It's got a vibe on that.
And I think it would be really cool to see like the higher end stuff. And there might be, and I just am not aware of it. I have no idea.
I mean,
does eBay has their weird little hidden live
everybody,
stuff.
if they're not there now, you might hear us for a second.
Market.
Okay, good. If they're not there yet, everyone's coming to live auctions. And it's evading all local laws and everything. And now it's the Wild West right now. And I feel like I got to get in on the Wild West. But I got to get my money I got to get the crew. I got to get the people there because who gives a flying fart? Who brings, like, if Josh can gather his people around the fire and then sell, like, all the people in the United States at one time to come there and look at his stereo views. And then look at this, like a spider finger. And then he does a auction and tells stories and makes some s'mores, maybe. I don't know if there's food involved, but probably not when you got to touch the fancy pictures. Probably wear white gloves, unlike Shane over there at Soda City Flips. And then you would create a thing that would become yours. Like, talk about branding. I'm the live guy for ancient stuff. Do we call your stuff, by the way, Josh? Do we call your stuffs primitives? Because there's modern, contemporary, primitive. I'm not sure exactly what we call photographs of that olden age. Primitives are often sometimes like farm equipment, but I'm wondering what you call that. Because I want to call stuff by the, you know how I like nomenclature and I want to call things by the right names. It's really important to me to never make an error calling things different things. Thank you.
Wait, were you just talking about s'mores?
S'mores.
Oh, okay. Because
You hungry?
Lag has mentioned s'mores. I'm like, wait, were you talking about s'mores? How did he know?
Okay. It is how many? It's 17 minutes in. I have popped out the chat officially. Chat highlight.
Yeah, and then read some comments and then we'll get to your thumbnail title.
Okay. Wait here. Props. I'm putting in the chat pop out because I didn't do that ahead of time. WTF's like amateurs. Paul Rose says aloha. Triple cheese.
Yum.
Ayo Gusto is here.
Ayo.
We got a case
Wait,
of the
you got to
Mondays.
do Paul's the count. Or
Are you trying to ruin my I'm not kind of vibe, man.
Yeah, okay.
You're like knocking me off on the surfboard. You're like, I'm surfing, and you come up and you're like, excuse me, can I have
excuse me, sir.
Can I have
Sir.
something? Thank you.
Sir.
Aloha
Rock and
spam is
roll.
alive. Lag got his blue shirt.
Yes!
Thank you, by the way. Thank you to all the members.
Lag.
We're thinking of something fun to do for the members. I mean, for everybody, but you have to be a member to see it. So, at some point, we're gonna do. I already know what I'm gonna do. You don't know about it. We're gonna do a week of member shows, like a whole week every day.
Oh, wow.
But we're gonna sandwich it in between other people's shows, so we're not gonna go over anybody.
Well, we'll still do our regular for
Yes.
non-members on Monday and Wednesday.
It's not
and
happening yet. I want to wait till we get to just not right today.
Okay, well,
I'm starting.
you need
maybe
to
next
stick
week.
to this plan.
That's why I'm not giving a finite number, date number. But it is coming soon, and by soon I mean
Yeah, I
Not
like
too
your
long.
energy today.
yeah.
You
Yeah.
got some Josh. You got galt energy.
I got some galt. I'm
You got
galted.
Galt energy.
You know, it's important to, and I do double down on the fact that it's a very hard so I know dealers. I know car dealers that are own multi-million-dollar properties in Nantucket and stuff. Those kind of guys, they have money, but how much money can you pull out of a business when you've got $10 million cars? So what I'm saying is the money that you take home and the money in the business. So we have to qualify how we count numbers, which I always find puts me to sleep. So I just like to say $1 million, and if that's your net or gross, who cares? Because $1 million is a lot of money. So I'm down with that. Possibly that could be only bringing home $70,000. Depends on what you do. But I'm just saying. Am I done saying that part? I love Josh. That's what I want to come back to. I also love James, and I love Ayo, and I love Jet, and I love Silverhair Stacker and Quickie Picker Todd. These are people we have. Oh, Mr. Meeseeks.
Look at me.
Mr. Meeseeks. Oh no, that one's broken. Oh, I moved them. Stay perky. High fives for everybody. That's what they would have said.
Flipping ain't easy.
poo-poo platter.
Right. I was trying to organize, and I basically just moved sound effects to the wrong place. So, you guys, guess what? I'm done. You can go now. Thank you.
Pico, we said aloha. But Josh sent him over. He follows what Josh says.
You should. Josh is an interesting guy.
WWJD. What would Josh do?
And why to follow Josh, or why to... Josh's experience is important. James's experience is important. John flipping A&Es is important. Beard's experience is important. The only experience that's not important that you're watching is ours, because we're nerds. But their experience, and ours too, I think, is important because this is not. There's no owner's manual here, and each one of the people that I just mentioned are doing things, a similar thing, a different but similar way. Am I profound? I feel super profound.
I
Like
just
I'm
love
tight and
Doug and
profound.
Rose picture. It's so stinking cute. They're Muppets. Oh, I love it.
Were you sick last week? Why is not? Look how this is chinking every time. Why is it doing that?
Because you're clicking on the same exact comment.
Oh, answer solved. I love answers. So Josh wanted to hear. He also wants to hear smart stuff like Alex Hermosi. But that was kind of what, like, there's broad spectrum business things that you can take from people. But when it comes down to this reselling stuff, I'm telling you, Alex Hermosi, throw him into garage sailing. I just want to tell you that it's there's isn't there, don't you agree? Do you remember who Alex Hermosi is? He's the guy on the airplane. He's got curly hair. He always looks like he just woke up. But he's like, I'm rich, and he probably is. But is he rich for being rich? Is it a Kardashian effect? Is he a businessman? Yes. Is he willing to spend all his credit cards to do something? Yes, I do that. I'm good at that too. But can he resell? No, can he resell on eBay? Like what we're doing. Finding used crap.
Yeah, if he would learn about it.
Or would he immediately pivot to something that works on eBay that's more effective?
Oh, like you mean like buying new merch and selling it like at Amazon, using it like Amazon?
Mm-hmm. So that's the kind of thing where I always get stumped. I'm like, if I make a choice, what I'm doing here, what did I say? I said something. I pick a speed. I picked a speed. So I've always picked a speed, and that speed was don't have too many employees. So that's a self-limiting thing that we've always had. But right now we should be rich because we have two of us. And Pokey is 2.5. But anyway, James is here for the technical difficulties. Josh did not go to Brimfield. That's right, because we weren't there.
Yeah, maybe next year. We're hoping to get that. But they do have one in September.
No, they've got July and September.
Right. Yeah, there are two more.
So July is the good one, Josh, because so the structured antiquers go there, and basically they're going to be, so Brimfield goes from like, I think Monday is set up and then Sunday is the last day. And then, normies come Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Sometimes they come on Thursday, but for the most part, pros are done on Tuesday. So you go there Monday night, maybe you could make some really good deals before people set up. Then on Tuesday is the big dealer day, and you got to be up at pretty much 4 a.m. And you could fill up a van and be done by the end of the morning on Tuesday. But we usually spend the night Tuesday to Wednesday. We used to when we went all the time. And
just don't pull a beard and eat chili because all they have are porta potties.
Perfectly fine porta potties, but there's no sound deafening. So the chili goes in like it comes out or something. But we're gonna keep our eye on the old JG and see where how he scales something that it's infinitely impossible to scale this business. I think. Unless you're doing multiple streams of reselling in which you're taking multiple
sort of
different
is.
streams. Like he's saying his legacy business and like.
And then he's done the storage unit buyouts, and then he'll flip them,
Yeah. This wasn't even a talk about Josh Day, but I wanted to send out some encouragement with some tempered understanding of how it's impossible to scale without labor, because you hit that labor thing, which I know he's mentioned before. So he's always, I think he's well aware of
he's
that.
mentioned Bo Johnson too. That guy is hustle,
but
man.
he can just get another person, run more shows. So that's scale.
Is he like, are companies giving him stuff to sell for them, or is he just buying all of this new discontinued product? Like so much of it looks brand new.
I'm guessing there's methods to get that stuff. Like you can prove yourself, or you can, or you just have to be in the right network of people, or maybe you can just sign up for it. It's an insane the amount of things for business that you can just. You're like, oh, how did they get that great deal? And
right,
you can just
like
go
how
sign up for it.
people would buy the Amazon returns
Yes.
and get pallets delivered.
Yeah, and then, but I suppose there's different levels of that too. You can get super returns. Like you can get stuff but you got to pay more for it. And then clothing that's a business that goes back for decades, and they have ways to get rid of their old inventory because they're still on that old inventory system where they sell the last season's crap. They got to get rid of all this last.
Well, it's
season's
interesting
crap.
because, there's the TJ Maxx's and the Marshalls that get like, merchandise that didn't sell.
Yeah.
So I wonder, oh, there's your mom.
Oh my gosh, my mom is here. But I mean, without the labor's the thing. The labor's the thing.
Let's read some comments.
Yeah, let's.
So
Try to read that one.
Hey,
Smiley, mom, Quirky Picket Chad.
Quirky Picket Chad, why settle for billions when you can make millions?
It's like when do I get to hammock? Do you want a hammock? If you want a hammock, you only get millions. Otherwise,
well, Lag was saying that he makes more than that reselling, but don't tell anyone.
Again, it's a matter of how much you spend and how much you make. There's, this guy's got a basement penthouse, apartment in the sky. We've made tons and tons of money. I'm just saying net and gross is different. Do people know that about business?
So tell me this though, like.
So
you
gross.
just brought up a penthouse apartment in the sky.
A basement penthouse.
Well, no, I'm just saying this.
Yes.
Do you see like an eBayer a reseller ever getting to that point and of having like a penthouse apartment from reselling? No.
Yeah, you can. I mean,
like in New York City. I mean, no.
Let's qualify. Let's look at my Venn diagram of years of a year or more ago, which I can't find right now. But if you look at it, the center is like, what's the same about reselling? Shipping, packaging. Like there's some things that are similar, but you've got clothing. Well, look, we're not even in that. We don't even like dabble in that in clothing. And the people who do dabble in clothing, that's a whole hierarchy of realities in that one subsection of reselling. And it comes with its own perils and rewards and everything. And the higher you get up on the ladder, the more you can see. You see tech sports going, I just went in a $1 million warehouse in New York City. And then, okay. I mean, there's a lot of numbers being thrown around. I don't disregard them or not believe them. I'm just saying... I'm not even going to say what I was going to say.
Yeah. So Biff was saying can you click on Biff's?
I'm just saying that, well, I got to finish what I'm saying, right? And I'll say it importantly in a
small robot voice. I believe that How do I say this in a tiny robot voice?
You don't say it in a tiny robot voice. Okay, I won't. So what you do, and I think this is important because we had to set our to enjoy life. We took our abilities. We took our not what are the opposite of abilities? Disabilities. We took our relative disabilities, and we set a goal. And we kind of started early, and I've always had my eye on the like medium prize. Never wanted to be a mazillionaire, but that doesn't mean I can't have the trappings. I mean, this is my offering to the people. I feel like you can have this great, wonderful, magical life of stuff, but you never pile up the chips like some people do. And the chips must be in play at any given time in order for me to feel good. So what I'm saying is we're broke, so can you please join our membership?
Oh, thank you.
No, I'm saying that we don't have every dollar I make, it works for us. Usually right out the door. Sometimes it grows. And I buy something, and then speculative accumulation 20 years later, it's worth something. That happens. But for the most part, buying and selling becomes this, it's a cyclical thing. So in other words, it's very difficult to take your musical chairs of money. So if Tech took his musical chairs of money out and stopped doing it, I don't know. He's not spending millions of dollars a year on his wardrobe or his house or his cars or the room that he does his things in. So there's no outward understanding of where he's spending all this money. So what he's doing probably, and most importantly, he's stacking it up.
But he's talked about retiring like at 40 years old.
You can't though. That's baloney. You can't be that kind of a personality and then stop.
Well, no.
So
well,
it's all a scam. It's all a scam.
He's very much a go-getter,
Scam, I
and you can't imagine him settle down. But
He won't settle down at 40.
But he has talked about retiring at a young age.
How dare he?
And because of that, he is.
How dare you?
He obviously is invest money. Whatever he has.
He rakes leaves.
So you're saying he's not driving a $100,000.
I didn't say that. I don't know what kind of truck.
Right,
he probably drives a big jacked up truck. I'm just guessing.
But if he is storing his money away, it is going to allow him to actually have a nice retirement. So just because people like you get money and you want to burn the money, you want to like go buy.
I see what you're saying. So what you're saying is plan ahead.
Pico is a member.
And then Pico. Welcome. Thank you for joining. What you will, I feel you're gonna find out this is the most amazing membership of all the memberships. Maybe not. It at least is a membership.
Pico is devoted
awesome.
to John and Jenna.
I agree.
Running
the I still don't totally know how to use the server thing. What's he run? The Discord server over there. But it's really cool, and somehow I can hook up my new mixer. It has like a chat setting, so I can actually somehow hook up to Discord chat, and then you can do voices on here, and then I undo something so there's no echo, something like that. It's amazing. I'm telling you in words.
I'm just quickly putting this out there. At 2 o'clock, if we have not touched on the topic of your thumbnail, I will stop so that we do.
Top of the hour. All
yes.
Right. Probably shouldn't lead with that was your opening line in motivational speak. I'm not really good at stuff. Sometimes my
What was your motive? What was it? I don't even know. What
you might suck, but hey, you're great. No, I don't think I said that. But I mean, that seems like something I might say sometimes. Lag agrees with something. Cash is such a burden. So glad I have none. Exactly, Paul. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying don't have cash. I'm not saying don't think ahead, plan ahead. I'm definitely saying what you plan for never happens the way you plan for it. I'm saying that it's really hard to get to a self-fulfilling, I'm adding in a new level of it. You can't build any reselling business that just runs without you. It's very difficult. That's why we've talked about it. Like it's not worth anything if you go to sell it or anything. You get some money for the items depending on what the items
and you
are.
certainly can't take over an existing eBay account. So I wouldn't even be able to take over yours.
Nope. And I would burn it in the front yard before I give it to you.
But frankly, just seeing how when we opened our second store, how nobody cares that you are new, as you know,
No,
it's like
they
people
didn't.
buy. It doesn't.
No,
You just
they did
build
not.
up buy a whole bunch of cheap crap from other eBayers to get positive feedbacks from them.
Okay.
And
Perfect segue into the first thing we're supposed to talk about today. And that is, let me take you to Funky Town over here, and I'm going to show you.
oh,
So I'm
yeah.
going to start with this, and then we're going to.
We'll get back to comments.
I just want to quickly show you this small thing right here. Here's us. We're small. Look at that. We're all. So every time I come in here, I have to restart the camera. This is. Something's weird. How dare you? I'm just restarting the camera. This is akin to getting out of the car and like hand cranking it started every time we go to a new place. Oh no, I said cancel instead of. Is that us? Are we moving?
Looks
Yes,
like it.
we Okay, so what you see here before you is a very important thing that I purchased. I'm making lots of purchases on eBay for a couple of reasons, but I think I'm gonna be one of the people who goes out and just buys stupid stuff I don't need on eBay. And one of the things we're working on right now is we're going to get an 18 pack holder for wax cards so I can put up, you got the Charlie's Angels, but we've got them in wax pack, like wrap still, like not, and then we're going to frame them. You know what I'm saying? Like this one right here. See that? Boom. See these? Right
You're
here?
really tiny,
Boom.
so they can't necessarily see.
It's okay. You don't need
Maybe
to know.
Paul can because he has a big TV
Because he's got glasses.
or a big screen.
So anyway, I ordered this to help me complete my dream of having framed 15 wax packs on my wall. And I purchased this. And I purchased this on, I don't know. And I don't mind if you see this person's seller ID because I got to figure out what to do about this. So I ordered it and then it gets canceled 24 hours later or something. And then I look at their what's for sale on their store. It's still up. They got 28 packs. I order it again. How do you like that? And guess what happened?
Oh, Mike Seller,
They
thank
canceled
you.
it. Mike Seller with the Pokey Treat Fund. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Appreciate you all. We need to do appreciation stuff.
You guys,
wanna
we
give
are
away
really
stuff.
dunce. We are just
We're
like
dunce. We're done.
we have the dunce caps on all the time.
What's her name? Lorna? We're Lorna Dune. We're Lorna Dunce.
We're
Kristen
not.
Dunst.
We're not good YouTubers like John and Jenna.
We're not. We don't compare. I will say that as far as the amount of effort we give, we don't give it as much.
No, John's
But
works so hard.
if you look in my brain as to how awesome I want to be, we blow everybody out of the water.
He's scrambled.
Thank you.
And then
I got too many things to
unscrambled.
do. She's an egg. I'm an egg. Mr. Popel.
Okay, wait,
scrambled
get
our
back on
eggs.
this. Sorry.
Okay, so then back to here, we get another cancellation after I ordered it. Where is that one?
So, guy cancels the order. It says out of stock or the item
Possibly
is damaged.
lady. We don't know.
So then you go, right. And then you go back. You're like, oh, wait, it says it was 28. I'm going to try ordering it again.
I did order it again.
And you
Frozen.
ordered it again.
Frozen. Oh, look, I can kind of see. Oh my gosh, look at my.
What is it?
Is it
Oh,
my
you
mustache turning silver? I forgot to shave today, and it looks like that on this picture. My mustache is turning silver. I'm silver foxing.
No, I
No?
think it's just the weird lighting.
No, I say I'm silver fox.
I don't know what it is.
How dare you?
How dare you?
Anyhow, try
questions.
fixing
Number one,
that.
how dare you?
So the guy says it's out.
This is inconvenient.
You then go see he still says he has 28 packs. So you order again. He cancels again.
Amen. You tell the story.
Saying the same thing. I'm out of stock or
Yes.
the item is damaged.
Yes. Item. Item can't find out of stock. It's like two things in
It
one.
says I'm out of stock or the item is
Right.
damaged.
No, just read it right off the actual.
And then, how rude is it that you should
No.
receive your refund, your refund in 3 to 5 days?
And it was out of my spendable funds, so I'm pretty sure it went right back in there. In fact, I did see it go back in there.
Oh, okay.
But the question is, no communication, no nothing, just a simple stupid mistake twice in a row makes me feel like I need to report a seller. Now, apparently, and possibly, I could leave 2 negative feedbacks if I wanted to on this.
Oh boy, you can.
I'm not like that. I'm not like that. But oh no, I took that one out too.
Hasta la vista.
Thankfully, that's still there. Example of terrible eBaying. I mean, that's what this is. So anyway, disappointment. I'm a longtime eBay seller, but I still get disappointed when somebody doesn't give me my Mork and Mindy cards, which I got a good deal on twice. So I'm double busted on that.
How many packs are usually in a box?
Look, I just did that. This is no good.
Well, hopefully James is happy because
this
he is
James's
here
fault?
for the technical difficulties.
James did this. James took off his
Jovial!
pants. I'm not fixing
Things are
that.
weird, but not with your channel. Hello, Chatty Chat. Yes, eBay is weird. I want to get to all of the things that we have on our minds to talk about today.
Josh, do you know how many $1 million, not to beat a dead horse, as they used to say, and I don't know why you would do that because it's kind of gross, but what would, first of all, are we talking about $1 million? Like you're going to take home $1 million and put it in your bank account? Are you going
to try to fix the camera?
No, I don't like to look at us anymore.
Well,
I like how you're side-eyeing and I'm looking over there. It seems fine. Nobody cares. Does anybody care? I am fixing it.
So, yeah, Joey was saying things are weird. And Paul was replying saying most things are weird these days. Howdy.
I mean, the world is weird, but I think there's anything that seems... the opportunities are everywhere. No, it's actually not working. It did shut off. This time it actually went bad. So if you wanted to see a successful YouTuber or eBayers, don't look over here because we know we're doing. But I did spend, $600 on a new mixer that doesn't work. So there's that. Thank you.
What do you mean it doesn't work?
Well, it doesn't. My brain doesn't work. I have to spend the time to figure out how things work, and I don't like to do that anymore. I don't have time.
You have entered the dark side, yes.
Hold on, I'm working on it.
Oh, Paul feels right at home in his darkness.
Is it working? Shouldn't it work? There we go. Okay, so this is the new mixer. Ooh, here, I have some coffee. Look at that. There's Mork right there.
Oh, gross.
Mork and Mindy. What? You're looking at the hair?
No, I'm looking at, what is that?
That's like some wine stains from like 2 weeks ago.
Oh!
It's literally from 2 weeks ago.
With Pokey's hair.
With Pokey's hair stuck to it.
That is disgusting.
Shut up.
It's like you totally cleared
I'm not
off
even
the
going to show
dust.
yours. I didn't clean that part. Maybe it wasn't quite 2 weeks ago, but...
Can you just stop?
You should investigate
That is disgusting.
But anyway, this is the new mixer. And you see, it's got, here's the applause. And then here's the...
Wait,
What?
is it speckled or is that like dust?
It's dust.
Stop.
It's brand new and it's got dust on it. Look at that. We're resellers, by the way. Josh, by the way, about as likely as getting $1 million a year reselling is keeping dust out of your lungs and your body.
I think that's why I have never had so many sinus issues until I started working.
It's fecal dust is just like every one of you watching this right now have fecal dust in your nose from reselling. Thank you. Imagine all the dust in the clothing. Imagine all the dust on all the units. You don't know when you go to a garage sale, little girl might have puked all over that thing and they barely gently rinsed it.
I would
Are we
like to
done
say
looking up
there
our
are
mixer?
people in here that are here for the first time and that
Sorry.
probably have run out because
I'm sorry.
Tony how do you
Tony!
how do you say this? Voyles. Well,
Tony
here, go.
Voiles? I would just say Voiles. Because
Okay, yeah. Hey,
We're in
aloha.
Vermont.
Thanks for being here. If you're still here.
Where is Tony?
Well,
Upstate Picker, audio's good here!
yeah.
Sorry, we're just going to jump ahead and say hi to everybody. Wait, but first I'm going to point out that Major Wynn tried to install some fear into me, like my new thing wasn't working right, and he scared me, and now I'm scared. I just wanted to point that out. Thank you.
Just keeping you on your toes.
Pitco says, absolutely no problem. And Pitco's in the UK, and it's late at night. There's many more obstacles to get there. They have to go on the wire underground, and the Russians are trying to clip it with their big scissors. And he can hear. Biff, California, here's great. Aloha to Biff. Biff, you said something on Josh's show that I wanted to say something about, but I forgot.
Well, Josh was saying, click down below. It's crazy to hear the stories of the old guys laying stuff on a table and doing $7,000 over a weekend.
No, and it is. I mean, we got a bear head over there. Got a bear. Who doesn't have a bear head in their house in Vermont? The old timer stories are, stories sometimes. And I've dealt with a lot of them. But the thing is, Josh, is like when you used to be able to sell. So let me just take this one incident. I have so much stuff to say, and it's hard to even put it into words. So sometime in the 70s or 80s, just this one issue is taxidermy. So certain places you can sell it and you can't sell it. So at Brimfield, you can't sell it, but people got it in the back of the cars. Hello. You can buy it, but you can't transport it. You can't transport it or sell it. There's like the archaic rules because they want a couple of animals left, not on somebody's wall, right? So they made rules. So in the 70s mostly. So then that includes ivory and everything else. But that stuff is still, you can still buy an elephant foot. You can still buy stuff, but it's like secret black, it costs money, but it's like not legal. And that's what made it expensive and more desirable. And then people we're just gonna talk about Josh all day. And exactly like Josh said, when, for instance, mid-century modern furniture, we started buying it in the late 90s when it had some sort of a following, but it wasn't great. The IBM around here, just a few miles away from us, were throwing away Florence Knoll credenzas with marble tops and Herman Miller wall units into the garbage. They had an office furniture.
We had a
company.
Local office furniture exchange, which would resell used stuff.
They filled up their warehouse. They didn't have any more room. It was a pretty huge installation. And it was built in the late 60s, early 70s with the top furniture and the houses were built here in town for the executives of IBM who moved here. And those are the expensive mid-century modern houses on the side of a hill now. So it's like this whole industry swirled around them, all this stuff. In the 90s, it was worthless. They were like, get rid of this old stuff from the 60s. The office furniture place filled up their place where I went there and bought Herman Miller chairs for $3 a piece and were selling them for $300 the same day. They didn't have any more room, so they were smashing the marble and throwing it in the dumpsters.
I remember that, and I don't remember much.
It's just like that's what did it, though. That's what you remember some stuff, sweetie.
I do.
Okay.
Oh.
And it's the times. So Josh said once you start throwing out all the tables because nobody cares about the tables, all of a sudden there's a lot less tables. And then if that table is good looking or catches back on anyway. What was my point? Josh is great. Thank you. Speaking of great, I realize that I'm leading the show because we have so much to say, and you're still recuperating. But I think you'll like this.
What?
That speaking of the greatest resellers on earth, who we like to praise and promote here, I would like to thank Well, actually, you can thank. Do you want to thank? Do we show? I can't remember. We better not just show stuff. Should we just?
I have no idea what you're doing.
I'm gonna talk
about
that now because we're talking about the best.
Let's set up the whole thing.
Okay, you go.
Yes.
This is your time to shine. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
All right, this is the thumbnail. Okay.
Spam. Thank you.
So I decided I just wanted, I don't know, something vintage, but inexpensive. And of course, my go-to is eBay. I like to support our fellow eBayers. And just, perusing through eBay and decided to look up like 80s, vintage 80s pin or brooch and, going through a whole bunch of stuff. And I ended up finding one that I like. And I don't know, it was like $13. And I sent an offer of $11. And as soon as I sent it, I felt like a butt because I noticed that there was a coupon and that was 20% off, and it would have brought it to like $11.80 or something. But my offer was declined. But literally, as my offer was declined, I was just purchasing it anyhow because I had just now realized there was a 20% off coupon. And so I purchased it, and it was on a Friday, and I saw that there was tracking on Saturday, so I was really impressed that this person was shipping on a Saturday. And then I got the pin, I don't know, on Tuesday, I think it was. And I left feedback because I was super impressed. And this sort of goes back to what Josh always says, and I know some of you already do it, where you put in like a personal note or a little something extra. And we don't do that. And and we really need to, because I made 2 purchases and both of them had little thank yous in them. And it really, really, really made me feel that these sellers took extra time and effort, and it made it feel more valuable to me. So anyhow, she's not a big shopper. And when she buys something, it's like a little, she likes trinkets. I do too. I like weird stuff, you guys. I mean,
just
look at this
things
pin. It's freaking weird. Okay.
That just it does it for her. So, and
anyhow, so, I left really good feedback for this person because I was like, they really they shipped us out so quickly. I got a good price, and they put in a little thank you. Like, how sweet is that? So then Primo was like, oh, the seller commented on your feedback and said that they're grateful that you like the item, and it's Amy Nesbitt. And I was like, what? And he's like, you bought it from Nesbitt Experience. I was like, you're kidding me. Amy, who is our friend from YouTube.
Amy,
I bought a pin from her. Didn't even know it.
Amy, who actually won the $10,000 eBay experience thing. Didn't she? Am I making that up? No, Amy won that. Didn't she?
Yeah, she did.
For her lasering.
She did. I don't know if
you make me feel like I'm mixing up facts, but I don't think so. No, she won it, and then and she's awesome. And she's not only an awesome person in general, but just a great eBayer. And we had this experience juxtaposed with the one with the
no
person
idea that
canceled my stuff.
I was buying from a friend that we have met through our YouTube videos. And so she sent it in, it's a little, what are these called? Teflon bags? What are they called?
Yeah.
And I liked that she put, this eBay tape across to make sure it stayed sealed. And then
it's caring.
She has this cardboard box, which is new. It looks like she buys them new. And it was wrapped in the eBay branded tissue paper with a little thank you
Hold on,
for.
I gotta go back and redo the. I don't know why this. Every time I go here, it's making me do this. This is super weird. No, you can keep talking.
And the tissue paper was closed with a round sticker that says, "Thank you for your purchase."
And look, she's keeping that, and she's making a little book, and she's gonna put it in there.
Where's my pen?
I don't know.
Oh,
Such a nerd.
I am such a nerd.
Where'd it go?
And look at how
I stole
safely
it.
packaged this is. I have got to tell you, this made me so happy without even knowing I was buying it from Amy. It made me so happy to see the effort that was put into making sure that
What are the
I was
chances
going to
of
be
that,
happy.
by the way, of you just randomly?
It is so weird. I was just drawn to it, and lo and behold, it was from Amy. And then I bought something else from someone else, and I'm like, is it the female sellers that put in this extra? But I know Josh does. I know Biff does. But
Sandy, ready, steady, so.
oh, it was skipping for her too.
Was also skipping. So major win. Sounds like you have been vindicated, but hopefully those troubles are gone.
So
like those days.
So I also bought
Lunchtime!
Weird King Kicker. And I also bought one other item too from someone on eBay. And again, it came in a cute little package. I think it's really important if you're buying clothing, it was a piece of
Look at
clothing,
this.
to put it in
Crinkle.
this
Has to crinkle.
And then this, a thank you. It's so cute. Thank you. And then on the back it says, your purchase made my day. I hope this package brightens yours. And again, you guys,
You're going to make me cry. This is one
I
of the
feel
buys.
like
I was like, hey, man, I didn't want to cry.
these little things made my purchases
Seriously.
feel like they were not as dirt cheap as they were. Because I got really good prices.
It's true.
And it made it feel like
An experience.
yes, it was an experience.
The Nesbitt experience.
And it's so important. And Amy is so great.
Well,
And her prices are really, really good.
I mean, and what's important is that she is just like, what am I trying to say? Just that it really did brighten her day. Like it
Yeah.
made a difference. So
It totally did.
I think I'm too jaded.
and then-
I'm not sure. I'm just like, who cares? You wasted money on that. You crazy.
And then when he
But
told me
I'm
that
kidding.
I bought it from somebody I knew, and I didn't even realize that, again, dunce cap, that even like put me over the top, like so happy, because it was just great. So now he's like, why don't we just start doing that?
I mean, this is another Josh thing too. Josh is like, you got to do that. I come from the old school. I mean, I guess I'm very old school that way. Why would I waste money? I mean, I literally think that. Why would I? So we don't use cross-listing software. We don't use accounting. Well, we do use QuickBooks or TurboTax, but not QuickBooks. I don't write down anything. I mean, maybe this is why we suck. I don't write down a single thing about a sale. Occasionally you import like the last month's worth of sales from eBay and just put it in a spreadsheet, but nothing. I watched Soda City, not Soda City. I don't think Shane.
Galaxy.
Galaxy Rocks and Flips. I've seen Josh and James. I mean, these are people who actually are trying to business.
But is it Bo Johnson? Someone used to push some sort of
Spreadsheet.
software that takes your sales and puts it into something. And I don't even know, John might do that.
It's just a spreadsheet that people have made and they share it. And then I think
But you can like import all of your sales.
yeah, you just CSV them right
Yeah.
in. So I don't do anything and I don't care. Either my stuff sells or it doesn't. Like, in other words, I'm not trying to forecast a business that can't be forecasted.
Ooh. Are you
Did
okay?
he just burp?
No, he's gagging.
He just gagged. He gagged on his own tongue.
Okay, let's
This is
read
so
some more
cute.
comments though. And then we still have like some other things that we wanted to talk about too.
Oh my gosh, we're never gonna.
So
it'll
Jen
never work.
Jen had good sales. I'm glad to hear that because I know it's all over the place right now.
I insist that you give us some of your sales.
Thank you.
Ayo, don't frack on me. I'm shy. Did you say something about Jabba? No.
Maybe.
Dendakar, Aloha. The 90s were wild. I was a teenager, strong, back labor.
Yeah. I wasn't too much. I got up on a roof once when I was like 13 or 14, and they were like, sweep it, and it was hot. And I was like, no. Thank you. The 30 or 40 years ago. Now, what, Josh, I have so much to say all the time, but usually I just stay goofy. But
Oh God.
it's not
you
the phone.
You are such
it's not the
a
phone.
dork.
It's not the. What makes you think it's the phone? Who's calling me from
You
Fisher's?
didn't put it into.
It is. Look and see if it isn't.
How do phone calls come through when you're?
I don't know.
Well, it's on silence notifications. Are you in Do Not Disturb?
I don't know.
Do you turn on Do Not Disturb?
Don't talk to me about these things. I don't know. What do I look like? A knowledgeable person?
Boy, you guys.
Tell me what rant I
We're
was
a
on.
mess.
Tell me what rant I was on. I'm okay. I brought it back. I save the day.
I don't know what rant you were on. Do you want me to rewind?
Yeah, rewind and tell me. It was something about something. Oh, well, Josh was saying the market went through crazy periods. And right now, what the market is returning to, and I can tell you for a fact because we live in a hipster town, and we are past mid-century modern. Now, that's not to say it's not part of the new thing.
Good boy.
It is. We are back, Josh. We are back to. I can't remember what it's called now. What's the 1980s eclectic? We're back to eclectic, baby.
You guys, who wants a dust ruffle on their bed?
Yeah. Well, that's we're the maximum. We're maximalizing. So we're going away from minimalism back to maximalism, which is like towards overstuffed and comfy, but not totally. But it's the mix. It's the genre blending mix of eclecticness. So eclecticness, I think, when I think about it from the 80s, was most signified by having the brass telescope on the tripod. I mean, a black lacquer piano if you're like super hot. What was a couple of other things that were in the eclectic period? Why do you look? You look like you were frozen and I was still moving. Very good. You're good at that. But eclecticness is coming back, and I think antiques are going to come back on some level, but the people that are going to afford them are still getting richer or dying.
That's what Josh says. He's
two different places.
His clientele are people with money.
And
like
all we've ever done.
You've always said, you've always tried to sell to the people that have money. Because they'll always have money usually.
So when even in 2008, I sold tons of stuff in 2008. I mean,
and I was thinking, okay, so I was thinking how, and I saw that Jen said
Axe Monkeys weekend was awful.
I saw Jen said, and I don't remember what this was in reply to, but she says, if you have a decent house and plenty to eat, you are better off than the vast majority of the world.
Thank you.
He always says that.
I do.
And
I just say we're rich.
That some of the poorest,
like, no, we're not. I'm like, dude, we're
some
totally
of the poorest
rich.
people in our country are richer than 80% of the world.
Totally, it's a controversial sort of statement to make, but if you think about it, I mean, I'm saying it in a.
And I'm not saying like people that literally have nothing in our country are richer than other people in the world. Just like
I'm just saying our standards are higher than the rest of the world. So a person who is, socioeconomically, if you're on some level here, measure that against anywhere else in the world, it's not the same.
So then my mind went crazy and I started thinking about like tariffs and stuff and how
your mind went crazy.
Well, like always. And overthinking. And I was thinking how, because of China, people that and lower prices on things, people are able to buy big flat screen TVs,
Yes.
are able to get iPhones, are able to get computers. And when you start adding tariffs, and I know there's a hold right now.
Did you hear that? Did you hear what our
But when
president
you start
did
adding tariffs,
of the USA?
that means that the average people can't afford it anymore. So the rich still can. But
Tell me about this. Tell me about this part, though. Did you hear that Trump talked to Walgreens or Walmart, and they're not going to raise their prices? Did you hear that? They're going to eat the tariff. And I'm like,
oh, so they're getting some tax
Oh.
break then.
look, all I'm saying is, whoa. I'd stop right there. I'm just like, whoa. You know, Joey, Uncle
Yeah,
Joey?
whoa.
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 That's like both crazy and crazy.
Huh.
And like both directions, like,
Well, hey,
Shocking?
okay, so
And
what?
not
It
shocking.
benefits the consumer. And if they get obviously they're getting some sort of benefit out of it, right? Some tax cut, something. But
dude's cutting deals. I mean, it's
Yeah.
just like, hey, I'm
I
going to write you a
guess.
little check here, and you're going to give me that, and I'm going to give you this, and we both get
if it means
we
that
both get a glizzy chicken bake at the end.
we don't go to Walmart, but
Glizzy, chicken bake.
so many people do, and
No. We don't go to Walmart because of its the light. I don't like the lights. I don't like the smell, and I don't like the fact that when it was all made in America, we actually did go there sometimes.
well, and then imagine this too. All right, now I'm going down a rabbit hole, and this will be the end of it. But if they aren't raising prices and other companies are, they're going to get more business, more
Yeah.
shoppers because their prices are
I
not
know,
going to be
I know.
high. So they're going to win that way
Business
too.
is crazy
Hmm.
when you're on the level, when you're on that level of business where economies of scale are crazy. That's what I'm trying to say. We do not. I don't even think that
Monkey!
Bo Johnson or Chris Daily Refinement, they're living I guess they're doing economy of scale. But again, the second they stop, it just whoop, the musical chair stop. So that's what makes us different from other places that could just get a truckload of stuff and then get another truckload of stuff and then get another truckload of stuff. That's the same stuff.
So,
Does that make sense?
in regards to Axe Monkey's comment,
Losing the money.
Which-
The Saturday was
aloha.
crappy.
I know that James was still talking about so we were talking about the incentivification of eBay again today. We were talking about it. And I know James said that some customers are still reaching out to him saying that they're still getting the message that says this seller does not ship to your area. And last Monday on our show, Ryan on Weather, he had
Parentheses.
he
Ryan.
had said that how he was also getting messages from potential buyers saying that they're trying to purchase stuff, and it's saying that they do not ship to he as the seller does not ship to.
And what'd you do?
So I checked it
looked.
out, and yes, it was
Sure
telling
enough.
me on our show while we were live, I checked it, and yes, it was telling me that he did not ship to where I live. So Ryan followed up with me though, you guys.
Yeah.
He messaged me on Instagram, and he said that he finally got someone at eBay to look a little deeper into what was happening, and he uses eBay standard envelope, and he uses that as the shipping method, and he is always sure to put in weights. He has the standard envelope measurements there, and
He's perfect.
he said that on eBay's end, it showed that he did not have measurements indicated, even though he did. On his end, it showed he did.
So it was
They
saying
said that he had a glitch on his account. This is what they said to him. They ended up fixing it, and he started getting sales again.
But the most important part of that was that it said, like James had, when she went to go look at his items, that he does not ship to your area. In big
I
red
put it in the
lightings.
cart. I had to put it in the
big
cart.
red letters, it says that.
A red
and-
banner. Hmm.
And that is my feeling, conspiracy corner,
Okay, so this is the enshittification that we started talking about today.
was that, and I mentioned this last week, but I think I'm going to start hitting on this a little more. So I believe that eBay is no longer whatever it is selling place, whatever. They don't really care. Their business is selling the business to investors. That's their main business, is the investing. And they want to show that 2% growth per quarter, whatever they decided. So the enshittification is limitations, as well as if you need to put the pedal down a little bit, they'll manipulate us to do that. When they want to slow down, the numbers a little bit as not to grow too fast. They do that to us. They slow down the sales. They speed up the sales. They do both. That's the manipulation of our sales. That's how we see this manipulation happening. How does that occur? This is just what I'm saying. It could be true. Who knows? Is that that's the what's the mechanism? What's the mechanism to, if they are throttling our sales in any given way, and who would be throttled more than anybody are people who are selling the most congested categories of anything at any given time. They just make some of them unpurchasable. They're still there. They're just either through saying that it doesn't sell to your area, or making checkout impossible, whatever it is. Those are the mechanisms in which they throttle you, and they don't throttle you due to your performance. They throttle you to their needs as a business who's trying to sell itself through investment.
So
thank you.
So you're saying that sometimes their means of throttling is through
Could be their
glitches.
Only means. Could be their only means. Yeah,
it's also
could be
through glitches or so.
I believe that.
Glitches.
I believe I'm
because
saying
people
those
would
words
be
right
more
now.
like, so if
I don't know if I believe it.
if eBay were to say, "Oh, we're throttling you," and everyone knew that eBay throttles you and they slows down your sales, that people would be enraged.
Do better, buy better things.
But if it's a glitch, then people have like hope. Like, oh, okay, the glitch just needs to be fixed.
It's more gaming. I think we call that enshittification, but it's more
conspiracy.
It's more gaming. It's more the gaming. Oh, we're gonna slow you down, so you have to call in. Okay, no, I don't know. Who knows? But it's not an even playing field. Let's just start there. And the more you can make it uneven in your direction, the more you'll win. Thank you. And I haven't watched any more of Beard's shows, and we still haven't fixed my necklace yet. But I keep it here to remind me to get some of this chain.
Let's really get into some of these comments, okay?
Let's get into comments now, everybody. Let's do it. All right. Josh Scott, the furniture's primed to do well. Not true of primitives, but solid depression and MCM pieces will make money. Only the good MCM pieces. Probably only solid depression. I'm not in that category, but MCM has to be designer, has to be older.
Did you hear my stomach growl?
Yeah, I did hear that. I was hoping it wasn't
my stomach really never growls. Don't worry, it's not a beardo. I'm not having a beard experience.
But the mid-century modern game is up right now. It's like mid-century is fine. But it's entered its like swan song, meaning the only stuff that's really going to sell for any super money. I mean, we were selling, I don't know, $8,000 credenzas that were being thrown in the garbage.
I would like to add that we weren't selling them to our local Vermonters, really.
Oh, no.
They were all going out of state.
Guess what? At the beginning of when we first started selling them in the 1990s, where did they go? Do you remember? Or were you working? I was.
Japan.
That's right. They all went to Japan. Thank you. Your memory.
I remembered something else. Hey, you pat me on the back.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, mark this on your calendar.
I remember two things from the past.
Total recall today. Usually nodal recall. Today, twice. So yes, Japan. And then Japan happened again after Fukushima. A lot of mid-century furniture, Danish modern specifically, we were fighting against them in the 2010s, whenever Fukushima was. People rebuilding their homes because they lost thousands and thousands of homes. And then before that Where was all the? Do you remember where all the Herman Miller stuff was going? The
California,
most shell chairs,
New York City. I don't know.
So yes, those are kind of like the places stuff went, especially more expensive, bigger pieces that I had to send freight. But the shell chairs that you could take the bases off, and sometimes they wouldn't even want the bases, just the colorful fiberglass shells. Those started in the, I would say, mid 2000s, going to Europe. So they were going to Germany, France, and Amsterdam for some reason, and I had buyers. They were just buying them.
So,
I was pulling them out of the dumpster, $3 a piece.
So other countries wanted they wanted American
Don't
made.
have any of that money.
And here
Maybe I
we
do.
wanted Danish made or Scandinavian. So
Yeah.
that was the trends in the 90s, early 2000s.
So those things change, and then the prices change, and now, you can't sell those chairs. You can still sell those chairs for about $120, but that's
nowhere near what we used to get.
no. So I would say the entire market is about down to a third.
But
if you've got those big pieces,
I was going to
Millers.
say though, in regards to you saying to Greg's comment about
look, we're just here where they're saying, "Hope you feel better."
oh god, we gotta hurry. But anyhow, with the MCM pieces, and you were like, oh, but they have to be. What happened?
I dropped out to the bottom because I want to talk to Upstate Picket. Aloha.
Oh,
And
they
you're
have
right,
to be
Hudson.
high end. They have to be high end.
Hudson, New York was so.
Oh God, yes.
So in the past 20 years, most of the stuff that came from camps and stuff. So we used to go to camps in northern New York, upstate New York, they call that, I think. And we would get Herman Miller chairs because all the architects and everybody retired.
They would
upstate,
they would have their summer camps up there, and they would
fill it with their old stuff from New York City, which was
man.
60s stuff.
I miss those days.
I know, they were
We
good.
have a tiki friend who
So
lives
much
in the
fun.
Hudson Valley.
She still gets
She
stuff,
gets the most awesome stuff all the time. She's not a reseller.
but all this
She
stuff
collects.
filtered down to Hudson Valley.
It is so awesome. I am
most of
so
it's gone
jealous
now.
of the stuff that she gets. But
Biff is saying, I don't think eBay has to manufacture glitches. Well, it's all part of the algorithm. They don't even know how it works anymore. It's like, blah, 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 blah. Wait, hold on. Let me just get this guy. Oops, sorry. Sorry, lag.
Lag is seriously chitching. Hey, Miss Lachey Resells, aloha.
But I do want to say, I do want to just finish on saying something about that. They can just write an algorithm, to suppress sellers from time to time. Making a glitch mechanism makes them look worse. I'm just saying they are hiding. I'm saying, what a better way to hide your true intentions than to make glitches.
So right. Well, it's sort of like they're not worried about people losing sales because of glitches, because otherwise they have to slow your sales anyhow. So
It's just
It's
is
either-
it not amazing to you how hard we work and how much we do? And eBay makes 2% a quarter for the last 3 years. 2% a quarter. Am I wrong? Somebody tell me I'm wrong. Thank you.
right, because you're always like, why is it always at 2%? It's never more. It's
Miss Lachey Resells, and aloha to you. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm sorry I'm not as calm as CD Rocks and Flips. I offer sort of the other side of the coin from the gentle, calm people. I do think the
the big
glitches.
golf guy.
I don't
aloha.
think the glitches are intentional. I think every update or change messes something else up, toggles something on or off, screws up your shipping policy, etc.
Well,
etc. Sorry. And you're right. Or you could say those exactly the same words and say that you do think the glitches are intentional. It's kind of like, I could say that same sentence and just say do.
Well, they intentionally don't care that they're messing with the sellers. And was it Josh or somebody, I think it was on Josh's show last Friday, saying how, or somebody commented why, somebody commented on the show,
Yes.
why doesn't eBay have what is it, like a test platform instead of using all of the real-time sellers
What a better
as
test
guinea
platform than
pigs?
us. Why
But
bother?
why don't they, so that we don't have to deal with all of these glitches?
Why
But they don't care about that though.
But we're at their mercy. They have the best testers ever. People who are desperate to sell stuff. So they have us at their mercy on almost every.
Wait,
everything.
who's that guy? Has 100% feedback and 23,000.
Is that on my card shop guy?
That card shop guy? Is that who it is?
I'm hoping. I don't want to. I hate it when people mess with me. I don't want to cause anybody undue stress. I'm just curious why I want to.
Just what would you guys do?
I mean, wouldn't you at least say, "I'm sorry, I don't have
Isn't that
these"?
weird?
He canceled twice on me.
So we're wondering, like, what is it? Is it something with our account? If one of you guys try buying them, we'll pay you back.
Yeah, we are the eBay beta testers. We are the best beta testers because we are on Team eBay already. They don't have to hire us. They don't have to just schmucks off the street. We are dedicated people who love eBay and want it to make us money. We're like suckers almost.
Oh, Ryan is saying, like, eBay is saying, hey, that guy has 100% feedback. And 20.
Okay, sorry.
Let's make his day hard.
Let's go make Ryan's day hard. Sorry, Ryan. I'm just kidding.
He did comment, though, about them fixing that glitch on his account.
Okay, let's see if we can go find that.
Yeah, no, it was lower. Silverhair's here. Hey, aloha.
Does Silverhair's noise work? Or did I break it?
Oh, Paul has to go help his neighbor. That's so cute.
Nice.
Can you wait? So, did you want to go to the bottom or back up to all the other stuff?
I'm just jumping around.
Oh, in the UK, they've stopped GSP to the US. What does that mean? Shipping to the US?
My brain is not functioning.
I can't remember
properly.
GSP.
Grand Central. That's not even right. Global Shipping Program.
Generalized. Oh no, that's not.
Generalized anxiety disorder. No, I think it's Global Shipping Program. From them to us, so they can't ship to us anymore. At least through GSP.
Oh, typically refers to the Global Shipping Program. Oh, right on eBay. Oh boy.
So Didbit Golf Guy I might be agreeing with me because I don't see a previous comment. Yes. Finally somebody with sense. Krylov is looking at that. There was a time, and I can tell you exactly when it was. It was called May 2023. When you put stuff up on eBay,
Love you, Paul.
and you put up good stuff, and you never got negative feedbacks, and you never got
What?
And everything sold, and I could sell 25 Apple manuals in one day, and then it just left. It went by. I don't have a little Tweety Bird sound, but I got a
Tiny
time.
robot
Wait,
sound.
what is lag is doing melty emoji? Dang it, always behind. What
We already read that one, but that's a good point.
No, we didn't. But he is saying what Jen was saying.
Oh, okay.
Yes, a roof over your head, food in the cupboards, and bills paid. You're richer than the majority of average person.
And then in our country, it's like, did you get the creamery cheese, or did you have American? It's like, it's cheese. And they're not exactly the same, but you still get cheese in America. Thank you.
Thanks, Major Wood. It's Justin Resells is the one. He has a good software, but it cost a bit too much for their needs. But that is who I was thinking of. Thank you.
Oh, Justin Resell. Right.
Yeah.
I really love multiple revenue stream people. I think never look at one stream to pay all your bills and try to do software is a great thing. Or what happened? What?
Oh,
You're going.
no, just Biff. My clientele literally made a $4 offer on a $120 item and then came back with 15. That's rude.
Biff. I'm sorry.
Lag was saying your toll road fee is overdue when your phone. It's so funny how we get those all the time. We don't even have toll roads.
No, we don't.
Brightline E?
Where's Brightline?
I see Paul replying to Brightline E. Hi.
Oh, Bright Light,
Aloha.
Nashville, Tennessee. Can you imagine if that was awesome and true?
Oh my God, Auction Professor
He
was
was
so
pissed.
angry because
I called you in. I'm like, sweetie, he looks rage. He looks like his thumbnail was rage. And I'm like, this is going to be a good one. So we pop some corn. We sat down and we.
The auction professor single-handedly saved eBay with his latest video. eBay is now considering 86.
I don't think you can use 86 anymore. That's illegal numbers. You can use 69, but not 86 apparently. It's illegal. Oh, and by the way,
because auction
I
professor
want to
had
know if there's somebody named Southern Vermont Vintage in here.
why?
Because I go onto Josh's, onto his.
And he's in there all the time.
He's in there all.
He used to
hold
come in
on.
here.
He talks to him, Southern Vermont Vintage. He talks to him. He's reading his comment. I don't have his comment. I have to go up here into live chat and switch it to live.
Oh.
So I'm coming on here right now and saying, Southern Vermont Vintage, if you're listening, I just figured this out the other day. And I didn't know it before just the other day.
What do you mean?
I can't see his comments unless I switch this little thing to live chat.
When you're watching Josh's.
Anytime. I don't know now. We're testing it now. He could be commenting for months.
We've had people tell us before, you're skipping comments or you're not reading comments. And then they've said, check to see if you have it on top chat or
That's
live
right.
chat.
And we didn't do that.
You need to make sure it's on live chat.
Squeak.
But yeah, auction professor was very angry and upset because he got 2 negative feedbacks and a neutral because a buyer from him was buying 3 items and wanted combined shipping. And of course, eBay doesn't make that process easy. What do you think I'm telling?
I don't know. You're so good today. You can just recall stuff. It's amazing. This one little moment, a bubble.
Maybe
popped.
I've had an infection in my brain and these antibiotics.
It leaked out and you're all clear. Oh my gosh. Wouldn't that be great?
But anyhow, you know how eBay doesn't automatically combine shipping? It's like if somebody sends you the offers, I can't remember. If you send the offers, it might work. It's something like that. But
it's also counter offers. So it's a difference
it's a
between
weird
you
thing.
sending offers, then sending offers to you, and counter offers.
It's like if somebody
up
is
the
buying
thing.
from you at full price, multiple items, eBay will combine the shipping. But if there's like offers somewhere, they give them, you do them, somehow it doesn't work.
Oh, wait a minute. Are you feeling good about yourself right now? Because I want to tell them about the DVDs you sold for only a quarter.
So, anyhow, auction professor was livid, even though he communicated with the buyer.
Oh, he is
and
mad. He was so mad. He said the S word thrice.
He said, I will refund you the difference. He's like, what? But he was like, once you do something, I was like, why wouldn't you just like refund them right away? But anyhow, and everything went through, but then the customer left 2 negatives and 1 neutral, and he contacted eBay, and eBay refused to remove the feedbacks, and he's like, I'm considering hiring a lawyer and suing.
Well,
eBay.
we
I
all
was like,
know when
oh,
somebody
no,
says that.
you're not supposed to say that because you are doomed.
When somebody says it out loud, we all also know that that's not really going to happen. But, I mean, I can't wait to watch Angry Professor. Entrepreneur. It's good stuff, Biff. And
it's so funny because I
know
always
he's really actually emotional. I mean, he's pissed. His face is red.
I mean,
mad.
we understand. We can understand.
Oh,
it's not fun getting a negative.
The offer has to come from the buyer and then combined works. If an unsend out an offer, there is no combined shipping. Why though? Why? I guess I can't figure out why can't they put that together anymore? I don't know why they do it, but and we realize how we have no experience with multi-quantity items at all. Like we just learned, like in the past month about how those work. And because we've only been selling records for like 2 years.
Did eBay combine the shipping on those 2 DVDs?
No, but so my dear sweet
he bought them at full
darling,
price. Why didn't they combine the shipping?
Maybe they did. I don't know. I didn't look because I didn't want to refund him his $4.49 when he bought 2 of these Luchador DVDs sealed PBS. She was listing them. Did not check. Did not see them on eBay. She only saw used ones, and they're like, $12. And she didn't see any brand new ones sealed. So she's like, I'll go for the
$38. It was like $38.
They sold in like 5 minutes. And I'm like, oh, sweetie, shall we go? I was like this. This is what I did. This is exactly what I did.
Sweetie,
$38 each.
Let's go over to Amazon.
He bought both of them. We only had 2.
What these are really
So when
worth.
somebody buys 2 of the same thing, you instantly know, oh God, I just effed up.
And they're $150 each. So,
There's that.
Yeah.
Both of you stop fighting. Mom, Dad.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So
You win some, you lose some.
we cried a little. We hugged a little. We called lag. And we made it through. But if you ever happen to have an item that you're not getting, if it's new especially, and that's the real case.
So now I'm
if it's
spending
new-
double the time
well, you don't need to do that.
with DVDs.
Because if you got a new price on eBay, just take that. But if you don't have a new price on eBay, that's when you go look at Amazon and possibly A Books if it's a book or something else, just to double check and make sure that you're not missing something.
Yeah,
and it was
I
a
know, I should've.
luchador. It's got a big luchador in the front. Don't you know people like luchadors?
Yeah, oh well.
So
I've learned.
GPS is global shipping. eBay likes to throttle back sellers who use API cross-listing software. They might, but we don't use it. And but we also notice, and we watch James. I mean, he is like, oh man, if he could, you know what he should do? Develop a software where he sells his data, because certain people could really benefit from that. Certain people, not everybody, but certain people could, because if he has a bad day, you can guarantee we have a bad day. So that's interesting. I mean, but generally, if he has a bad day, we don't make any sales at all. That's usually what happens. But we're not scared by a 0 day either. So we don't have enough.
Miss Lachey Resells was saying her conspiracy theory is shipping policies are evil. A lot of problems seem to go back to screwed up shipping policies.
And you know how long they took to change that from the old? They literally had 1990s eBay look to the page, to the business policies page, until they updated it within the last year. It still looked like the power seller page from eBay. Power seller. How's a power seller?
Ooh, my stomach's going again. But Biff, when he was saying, I can't wait to watch the Angry Professor, Auction Professor, he was one of the first eBay YouTubers that you were watching.
He's the first one.
And we always called him the Angry Professor because he always seemed angry. That was our nickname for him.
He doesn't smile. He's just like, and so you
He's
gotta
just very
sell the
serious.
Weebles, and you gotta sell the buttons, and you gotta do it. And you gotta do it. I mean, I love him. I think he's great. I think he offers tons of practical information.
Jovial, I wonder if Jamie sold his $30 remote he found in the garage. If he hasn't, maybe it was suppressed.
We should check. How do we check on that? Anybody go check his? Did anybody see his actual
Mike
selling account?
G, have we said hi
I think
to
I'm
Mike?
doubling. I think am I doubling
Your sound?
my sound? I have to talk really right into the mic now.
Mike G, am I doubling? I've had several negative neutrals removed with no issues. Use the removal tool and state the reason why it's out of your control.
Okay, Mike.
And he did. Auction Professor, well, he was
did try.
saying, I don't know if he actually, well, he said
He used
it was
out of my control. He used those words.
Yeah.
Mike. And you taught us that, and the rest of us. Thank
Thank you so much. Whoops. Sorry.
you taught us that, and we've used it, and it did work. I will say that I want to go look at this. So we got a feedback saying, okay, Mike, the magic feedback removal guy. That's what we're going to call you from now on. We got look at all these messages. What is all this? Hold on, I got to take care of a little.
A feedback from someone who gave us a neutral because we mentioned this last Monday. Gave us a neutral because they were waiting to get a power cord to then.
How do I get rid of this, Mike? I'm going to tell you.
To then test the Apple computer circuit board that we sent him.
But I got to read you the.
But he gave us
Susan.
a neutral in the meantime.
Okay. Premium price for the board. Arrived wrapped in foil, not anti-static bag. Unable to test now. Will update review after testing. That's what's written here. Now, here's the problems with this. First of all, how the hell does he update this review? He can't come in there unless I request revision from him. He can't just update it. So that's stupid. So they should remove it for that alone, right? Am I wrong? I'm probably wrong. But why? Premium price paid for the board. True. I charge more than most people. And it's because it's mine and it's tested. Arrived wrapped in foil. I guess they could
Well, it's like,
consider that.
dude, don't effing buy it then.
I guess they could consider that to be a buyer experience thing. But tin foil is, if any circuit board you have, all circuit boards should be wrapped in some sort of either pink foam or bubble wrap or actual anti-static packaging. Or if they're old and they don't have a battery or high voltage capacitors, which could even send out any sort of voltage anywhere anyway, you can wrap them in tinfoil. Tinfoil it's Basket Noodle will agree with me if he was here.
Where is Basket Noodle?
That
I haven't seen him in a while.
It's an old school, old man way
It's not
to,
camp.
and for us particularly, I use it because tinfoil has like a padding, so I can put a bunch of boards sort of together. It creates a padding because the tinfoil doesn't compress all the way, as opposed to what I normally would use, some sort of a Mylar bag, which offers no padding at all. So anyway, the guy said this, the guy said that, and did it with a wiffle ball bat, etc. I couldn't get the neutral removed, Biff said, when the comment mentioned that USPS lost the tracked item. Whatever. I tried to use the removal tool, no success this time.
Yeah. Let me guess. The item did not arrive under armed guard and locked
Lag
safe on a
wants
valid.
this luchadors.
Yes, we did. Like, can you send us some more money though? Because we sold them to you for too cheap.
It's super hard to take him seriously with his Weeble fetish. But I do, because I like my stuff too. And I do like the little Weeble ghost. That was a cool thing from the olden days.
Lag only leaves the basement if he's wearing his luchador get up. Wait, what it get up? I thought I saw a high price and it sold literally within 10 minutes, but I always run into one of a kind things and have to make it up. What
was Luchador doing
Yeah.
on PBS? Yeah, it's a good PBS So I mean, all those brand new DVDs, thousands of them we got, were all PBS shows that are out of. I mean, it's a DVD. There was plenty of Blu-rays too, but the DVDs we're down to the last 2 boxes, so I don't think we're gonna have any more of these. Although most things came in 4s.
I know, and I looked.
No, they're not.
I
No.
looked.
So
Because I was desperately, I was like, oh my God, there's one more box to go through. I was like, oh, please let there be more in here. No.
well, hold on. Let me just put it on my calendar. How long to hold this against you? Let's see, 2099.
It will be until the day I die, like everything else.
I have a list. Damn it.
He's tits for tat. Oh, I was going to say something, but I completely lost
That's
it.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going back up to see if.
Did you say hi to Didbit Golf Guy?
I didn't, but I will. Aloha, Didbit Golf Guy. Pico saying used to love Mork and Mindy. I'm going way back up.
Oh,
to
gosh.
Just coming back down here. When I was like, he said something on Josh's show, and I'm like, that's so good. I'm going to comment on that. I can't remember it. He can't remember it. That's because we're old.
What
Biff.
was Silver Hair saying? Because Lag is like, oh, gross, Uncle Todd. It was up.
Oh, I think his gamer name was fecal dust.
Fecal
or
matter.
Fecal dust.
Spam, what's it say on your top? Oh, Primo. It says Primo.
Oh, yeah.
Hawaiian. It's the Hawaiian beer, Primo beer.
It's one of my Hawaiian shirts that don't fit me none. Don't fit me none. What is fun about this? So it's got metal buttons.
Oh yeah, that have the.
So if it's got metal buttons, that's gonna put this in the 60s.
I
So
can't see anymore. My vision's so bad.
coconut buttons are good. You don't want plastic buttons ever on a like mine here.
A true Hawaiian.
These
yeah.
This is fake.
Those are actually coconut.
Oh yeah, this one's real. Sorry. Coconuts. Plastic buttons are coconut buttons are good. That at least means that it was made by someone who understands what a Aloha shirt is. But if it's metal puts it in like the 50s, 60s only. But you can also have coconut buttons in those time periods. But this one is from, and it has embroidery on it. Apparently, when they went to go film in 2006 or whenever, the second Brady Bunch movie, there's a place in Honolulu. It's called Bailey's Antiques, and they have all of the tourist stuff from the 50s, 60s, and 70s that you could imagine. Thousands of Aloha shirts and dresses. But anyway, the production company probably bought a whole bunch of shirts for the crew, but bought vintage Aloha shirts and then
Yeah, we've shown
embroidered
it.
stuff.
We've shown it before. It says
So
something
what? Why
about
you
the
gotta-
Brady Bunch.
Why do you gotta put it down?
Brady Bunch.
Just show them.
I-
Or don't show them. But the point is it's super cool. Stop making it sound gross.
No, it is cool. That's why I bought it, and it was a good price. Usually, vintage Primo shirts are extremely pricey. Oh, weird.
Wait, did Amy come in? Where's
No, I
Amy?
don't think so.
Oh, this is just way back
Because
up
we were
there
talking about her.
at the top. Oh no. Okay.
Big Dre, hey, aloha, you're
Big
still
Dre's
here.
here.
Had a couple of orders to ship out today. Been working plumbing while watching the show. Oh, I hope it's like just an
We love
upgrade,
the
not
poop.
like a clogged sewer system.
The guy just sticks his hand in the sewer. The guy that comes over to clean our pipes.
He does?
He just goes right in with his hand.
Does he have a glove?
No, his hand comes out
Stop.
black. And I said, "Isn't that gross?" He's like, "I get shots." Am I right? Whoops. Wait, I can't do my. Thank you. He gets shots, so it's fine.
Silver was saying I plugged in my net worth to that wealth thingy program. Turns out that I am the 1,438,224
Nice.
person on Earth.
Good
Woohoo,
job.
I am reach.
Your reseller reach, for sure.
Oh, and Lag is the 1,438,223rd.
Silverware stacker.
Did I say that?
No, that's what Lag said.
Oh.
He's hilarious. Silverware. Okay.
And Ryan. Oh yeah, we were talking about Ryan's experience. And how Mike was saying eBay throttled him on Saturday.
Saturday seemed to be a day that things weren't happening necessarily.
I mean, what are they doing? Where's this stupid AI thing that's supposed to make listing a lot easier?
Yeah.
Has anyone been able to use it?
To do anything except for sell a stupid card. I bet Carrie American Arbitrage are really psyched on that. But what about the rest of us? It's like one guy likes it.
Oh, you.
Upstate picker! Well, you already said it. I get excited. Sorry.
I had a guy leave a negative saying there was no wick in the candle he bought, even though it was shown in the photos. He left his full in the feedback, so eBay deleted the comment.
They did that to us too.
left-
They put a photo. He put a photo of our address.
That's what happened.
In the comment.
Exactly happened to
Yeah,
us.
exactly same.
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
And they would not take away the negative. So it's just
it's just a blank
an
with
empty.
a red, circle.
What could have this said at some point? Something about us being murderers. Who knows what it said? But it's definitely not good for business, I imagine. Always state that you offer free returns as well. I do that. Absolutely. So Mike, who is our guru on the automatic feedback tool, says two things, which we do offer free returns. So we have to mention that in the automatic feedback request removal form. And we offer free returns. I really believe him. We offer free returns. And then it was out of our control. Those are the two terms that we have just taken
Wait a second.
from Mike and said they're true.
Because
I think they are.
as our brains bounce around like a ping pong ball.
They're dry. It's like a walnut just rattling.
Did you ever finish talking about this neutral with the
I'm sure
guy
not.
that was like, I need to be able to test it before I
Right. No, we didn't.
So
Well, we
you
did. I
emailed
said-
him or you messaged him again, right?
Yeah, we had a cordial conversation. He was like, "Oh, I was just trying to tell you in case you didn't know not to wrap it in tinfoil." And I was telling him that it's fine to wrap in tinfoil unless it's got electrical charge. And he got back to me and said, "I can see that. I looked it up. It looks like tinfoil is kind of an old school way to do it and doesn't cause any harm." And that was it. So now we're sitting here for him to
Oh, I
update.
thought maybe you messaged him again.
Not yet. I got to wait till. So he said premium price for the board. In his message, he said he's waiting for a power supply, and once he gets the power supply, he can test the board.
It's probably coming from China, and it's going to take like 5 years.
But he can't. It's for an old Apple II. It's coming from America somewhere, but he can't update this without me asking for a feedback revision. So he doesn't understand how the feedback works. But I guess eBay doesn't care. Like Auction Professor said, eBay doesn't give a... Wait, hold on. I got something for you. eBay doesn't give a... Was that good?
I like that.
Nice.
Yeah.
So he did that 3 times. 3.
So Pika was saying, yeah, the AI listing tool doesn't work. And it's different than that batch listing one where you could upload a whole bunch of photos and then it would...
No, it's the same thing. It's still that same thing.
It is?
Yeah. You have to name the number of pictures that you have uploaded for each thing. It's all the same thing.
No.
Isn't it?
No, I thought this
How
was
is it
like
different?
I thought it was different. Similar,
different.
but different.
They keep saying they invent the same thing that never works. That's eBay's
It was like
rules.
on the summer check-in or whatever, right?
Yeah, they just keep saying that AI works now and it doesn't. And they do it every year.
So you're saying that
Every year.
they're blasting it out there like it's like something new, but it's the same thing as
That's
that?
what I'm saying.
I don't think so.
I'm going out on a limb and saying they're full of...
I haven't been able to find it.
They're full of
Lag. Primo, that was a good auction for us. So do me next. Mom made pancakes.
Welcome. How do you know what we can hear? Oh, can you hear me on this one?
I can't. I don't have things. Oh.
No, they could hear me.
Oh, no.
I don't think I really swore. I mean, I was swearing, but I think it was one continuous swear word, so I don't think you can break it apart.
John just uploaded a reaction video to Don's video.
What?
He's right, but his approach is off. And yes,
Nice.
we agree too.
No, his approach is he looked rage. He looked rage, and that's not going to get you anywhere.
Welcome to the new horn.
No, I think it shuts off all the mics, so it can't pick up my curse mouth.
Pika was saying that I have a book that I can't find anywhere. I
Wait,
can't find it in the solds or even on Google searches.
Flipping easy.
Let's just talk about John a little bit because of auction professors. I mean, if anybody ever says to you, I'm going to sue you, or they talk about a third party and they're going to sue them, they're not suing. No one's suing anybody. That's the number one way to tell that somebody's not going to do something is when they say that they're not going to sue you, is when they say they're going to sue you. Nobody ever says they're going to sue you and then sues you.
I've seen it in the groups where people are like, don't say you're going to sue eBay because eBay sees these. And I feel like somebody said, like, one time they said that, and next thing you knew, like, their sales tanked. And
But here's what I need to know. Did they not have any items in their store? Are they lying? Are they responsible?
Biff Boffo, auction professor, looking like he was back managing crap.
Look out. Come on.
What was
I gotta
it?
do that.
Beard was like Crackle Barrel is just a whole bunch of sodium or
Salty cracker salt. He's apparently the South does not think that the export of the Cracker Barrel is accurate, or it's too salty.
What was that restaurant that was in that blue mall?
Outback Salt Lick. That was salty too.
That was
super salty.
So my lips were burning, and I was like, I don't
She
think
had
I'm
a-
ever coming here
This
again.
little girl had a blooming onion and her face fell
I did
off.
not have a
She's
blooming
like,
onion.
This is spicy. She's like, oh my God, my
You were so making that up. It was chicken.
You were like, oh my.
Honey.
Jet Fixer's
God.
here.
Oh, wait. No, I just did. Aloha. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you. Silverhair says,
Oh.
I don't need to sue. I can send Lag after him. And no one will ever see Lag coming. We know that.
So Mike is saying, FYI, if you could elaborate a little more, if anyone changes their personal account to a business, make sure you don't use the same banking account info. Okay, why is that? Is that what held up? Because didn't you say your account was like on hold or something when you're
is that
trying to
what it
do
was?
it? Was that it? Weebles are not to be toyed with, runs finger under sniffly nose.
Guess what happened to Silverhair's thing? Money talks and money walks right out the door because he didn't list it for enough. I got a whole bunch of IBM Selectric typewriters.
Can
I gotta
we?
list at
I
some
just
point.
want to go up.
What were you reading?
I don't know. I just want to see because I know we've skipped over stuff.
Yeah.
Uh,
Here, I'll help.
okay.
Like I did that. Read Pitco. Pitco's new to our channel.
I read that.
Okay.
But that's
Did you
okay.
read this one?
I should have one of those shirts as sent over by special guest of Josh.
I will send you a shirt. Okay, we're back to Saturday sales talk. So everybody had kind of a Saturday sales.
No, I was just wondering way.
Oh, they will suspend your account? Wow, I wonder why. Although I will say Pico's in England, so it's different there. Their rules for personal and private are different because they give them free shipping on private accounts and stuff. And over here, I think 2 of our accounts are not business, and one of them is. And it does have a big banner over the top that says this is a
It says you are accessing your personal account, and I'm like, why is that always saying that?
Why is it always saying that?
I now
doing
have a
something wrong?
business account after 24 years. We'll start using
The refurbished
program. Now my store will be.
It does have to be a business account to use refurbished, but we only
beast.
have refurbished. Okay, 2 of our accounts are business. I did change one of ours to business to get the refurbished on the, so we have it on 2 separate accounts, so I can sell our super duper high end expensive stuff.
And they go to different
refurbished.
accounts. They go to different accounts.
Yes, different refurbished accounts.
No, I'm sorry, bank accounts.
Yeah, we have 3 accounts. 2 of them share information.
Why would eBay not allow you to have more than one account and then have it go to the same bank account?
I don't. So we're getting into stuff like I'm just not smart enough to really care enough to have ever researched any of this stuff, because the way I do eBay is I buy something for a little bit and I sell it for a whole bunch of money and I pay my mortgage. This whole new eBay thing where we've had to think about it like a business is crazy.
Well, when we opened our second account, we had to think about it because, it wasn't on hold because we needed to verify something.
I've had to send in my picture.
And then funds
ID and
weren't
stuff.
made available, right? They would hold funds until you had
Wasn't very
X
long.
amount of shipments delivered.
But I do swear that the 3rd store we opened, which we did not share any of the same information at all except for my name, right? I'm trying to think if our personal account even has our name on it, my name on it. It might not. But the phone numbers are different. So 2 accounts that share the same bank information have one set of information. And then the 3rd account is potentially isolated by all information. And I still think that has something to do with how to do eBay. Like each one of your stores should have a different phone number and a different name on it. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying right now, but I have this sense that there's something to the phone number.
I mean,
Not
clearly,
necessarily the bank account, but
if
the phone number. But it has nothing to do with the fact that you shouldn't use the same bank account in your personal and private. But if you have a business account, don't you have to use a business account number?
What do you mean?
Guess not. If you have a business account, shouldn't it require you to have a business bank account? Because there are business bank accounts versus personal ones. I don't know. I haven't come across that yet. But all 3 of our
What
accounts...
do you have to provide to show you're a business? I thought anyone could just swap to a business account.
Well, business accounts in your bank have a little more... They have...
I'm talking about business account on eBay.
I don't think there's any... You don't have to have anything to have a different account on eBay. Not in the U.S.
Anyone can just go, oh, I'm going to open a business account, right?
Yeah, because you could just put in your social security number and say you're a...
Sole proprietor.
Sole proprietor, yes. So anybody could do it here. How does it help you or hurt you? I don't exactly know exactly. So that's why you come here, for all the answers.
You'll leave more confused than when you came in.
This is frozen.
Oh, no.
I just can't. I just can't.
Oh, yeah.
Reload. I have to reload it.
Oh, okay.
I'm reloading. Reload!
So Pico was saying,
Who picker?
wait, hold on.
Which picker? There's so many pickers. Well, I do see John
Silver
says
hair.
you don't have to have anything to distinguish yourself as a business. You simply just stated that you're a business.
Okay. Silver hair made, he said, not trying to be rude, but Auction Professor looks like one of the 7 dwarfs.
Did you see that one where
Nice
his package was
video.
on display? You wouldn't call that a dwarf, am I right?
Remember somebody made a fake YouTube account called, what did they
Auction
call it?
Professor Moose Knuckle.
Oh my God, that was so funny.
It's James. There's only
I
one
don't
person.
think so.
That's that funny.
No, I don't think it was
Are there
them.
2 people?
So anyhow, let's be honest. By the time you figure out
Yes.
what's what, they've changed everything.
That's
again.
called gaming the system. Keep us on our toes. You're absolutely right. This is also why I don't put enough time into numbers because I just can't. Once I get a hold of them, I don't know.
So for Mike, he said what the problem was that eBay should never have added my business checking to my personal. That's what went wrong. And Pico was saying if you have multiple accounts and same banking info, they see it as a possible money laundering in the UK anyway.
Yeah, I'm guessing because I definitely have the same account on more than one account. I'm trying, but I think they're both business accounts. I don't know.
Jovi was saying college professors are busy using AI to teach the classes, so AI is overloaded right now.
And then AI writes all the work of the kids for the professor.
I
so the
didn't-
AI, why doesn't the AI just do all the work and the kids and the professor can have a pizza?
I didn't
All right,
read this
thank you.
full article, but it was about like a professor saying how students are using Chat GPT.
Why wouldn't you? It's right.
And
sometimes.
that not only is Chat GPT now doing the work for them, but they were saying it's eliminating this whole process that some professors loved, especially in writing, seeing just someone develop in their writing and seeing the process of a student like learning how to write,
How to learn.
and just it's like removing that from the whole process.
Learning how to learn creative.
Yeah, and like what a disappointment
What's it
it
called?
is.
Creative writing and critical thinking and all those things. Thinking is being removed by AI. But
Mike
we're
was
all
saying,
gonna have Lululemon. That's important.
Mike was saying, I was told you can only use it twice.
That's true.
Yeah, okay.
That is true because they don't tell you why I can't add this card to another account, but I can only use things twice.
Mike G was saying it show you that you're incorporated by the state. In my case, I'm a corp to save on taxes. Hey, Blue VT!
Blue VT!
Off topic, soon to be dog sitting and curious about safest brand of doggy treats.
I can
Thanks.
tell you that the safest brand that we get commercially available is
We buy
Newman's
the
Own.
Newman's Own. They're like square.
You get them at the craps.
Here, I will
at the
put.
regular
Am I still a
grocery
member?
store. I might have kicked you out because
No, I'm a member.
you're very unruly.
Here, I just added emojis of the treats that we get Pokey.
Oh, this is
They're Newman's Own. They're square like beef jerky.
so it is jerky and it's basically like all the new foods, like the new kind of cooler foods are dehydrated meat products. So this has been on the market for like 5 years, excuse me. And it is super good. But you can also get it in sweet potato and it's jerky and he loves it. And what was the question?
Just asking about.
So you can get these in regular stores, not like a high-end pet store.
Yeah, like we just get them at the grocery store.
Yeah. But these are the only thing I would feed
In regards
my
to
dog
safe,
from the grocery store because I'm afraid of
I like Newman's
tainting.
Own.
I don't want to be tainted. I don't want you to be a taint.
He eats them all the time. I mean, he, as you have seen.
It also says right on
He
it,
seems fine.
not to be a calorie replacement for food, but he's basically a Newman's treat.
Ryan was saying I use Chat GPT almost every day. However, it's not perfect at all. It does not know sports at all. We've been using it
will contest and-
to help us with the legal stuff with his father, and it can get very confusing because you can sort of get different answers depending on how you type in a question. You can just change one word.
You could just type in the same thing and it's going to give you a different opinion.
So you need to sort of
It's very
piece it
opinionated.
together. I like when it's like, well, that was a very clever and thought out question.
How dare you butter me up, you AI
I know.
bastards. I do want to point out, like in the middle of the show where no one will ever hear this again for history. It's a very, very, actually it's at the end.
Yeah.
Go check out Somebody I've recommended a couple of times, but I think he's really been putting in the work on YouTube, and I can't remember his name.
Oh God.
Breeze Flipper. I want to say Breeze Flipper. He's an older guy. I mean, I'm an older guy. He's 59, I think he said he was.
Grilled cheese.
And I just like him. He's super calm, and he talks about comic books, and he's sold stuff on Didbit, and I think he's just a really nice, calm dude. And also, go buy golf clubs from Didbit Golf Guy. And also, what else? Tell stories. Go buy stuff from Amy. Amy's the best reseller in history.
So sweet. And like I said, really good prices.
I don't know if she wanted us to share a store, so I'm not telling you her store name, but I just don't know. What?
You did.
I know I did, but I'm not going to do it again.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
Mike was saying...
Oh, by the way, there's a little fireplace heater right here
It's like-
lighting my butt up
It's
right
like
now.
at 50 degrees or 40 in the 40s
It's
here.
summer, nature. It's summer, nature.
We're supposed to have some snow in our higher
50
elevations.
degrees in May.
You're so who-built. Oh, you, you just froze. Look. Look at that face. That is hilarious.
I am a frozen robot.
Link,
Hi, I'm
what is...
Bridget.
So, wait.
I'm a tiny
Stop.
little baby.
Both of you.
What did you say it is? Breezeway?
I am a Cylon Raider.
Breeze.
If Boffo is going to watch
Wait.
The Auction Professor, then Report of the Week, and then flipping ain't easy.
Wait a second. It's not
As
Breeze.
you all will do now.
Can you stop? It is not...
I feel so powerful with that.
Your face.
Here, I gotta fix this before we can go.
I'm Mr. Meeseeks.
Okay, I'm not gonna fix it. I'm just gonna
Wait.
leave it like that.
Hold up.
Pokey
Happy
is so
birthday.
stinking cute.
Oh wait, Ryan's son's birthday.
Whose birthday? Whose birthday?
Ryan's son's birthday.
Upstate Picker got 80 last week. You must be upstate New York, I'm guessing, just because of upstate. Let's say yes. And it was. Yes, we're in Vermont, and it was 80 here, and gross outside right now.
Wait, so Ryan tomorrow, yes. Happy birthday to your son.
Happy birthday! Happy birthday! Wait, I got the wrong.
Biff is gonna watch Auction Professor, then Report
I
of the
just
Week.
said that all in angry robot voice.
Oh, God, like everyone could
How
hear.
dare you?
And Link, Lag is asking for the link for the flipper. It's not Breezeway. Are you getting that mixed
Breezeway.
with Breezeway Cocktail Hour?
No.
Primo's
Okay, I'll
looking
find
it up.
I'll find it.
Jovial, good idea, Paul wrote. Oh, Paul was saying happy birthday to your boy for tomorrow. Oh, wait. Good idea. Pokey is... Oh, Paul was like, you should get Pokey a treat sponsorship. He's a top consumer.
How do we do that? Let's do that. How do we do that?
Silverhair likes the emoji. Isn't it stinking cute? Major Win does the grilled cheese. That makes me want one. I love grilled
Breeze
cheese
flipper?
with Cabot, sharp cheddar.
It's Breeze Flippers. Breeze Flippers.
Here, let me can I find it?
Flippers. And he's a new channel, but he has one video that went viral for 1,200 views. Otherwise,
Wait.
he's still like in the 50s and 60s and like 100 for his views, which means he needs you to go watch him. So do that.
Let me see if I can get a link, but I'm totally pre-boomer.
I'm just leaving the
Breeze.
thing broken because we're supposed to be going now.
I know, hold up.
And I'll fix it.
You know what I hate is when it's not a... Oh, I put breezed.
Yeah, see? You always
You know
say
what I
it's-
hate is
you
when
think
my
it's the-
fingers don't type
I
correctly.
think it's your finger's fault. That didn't work. Okay, we gotta go now because
All right, I don't know
don't we have
how
a
to.
job?
I don't even know how to like copy it. Breeze, as in.
Josh is gonna make $1 million this year. He said. So.
I so hope he does.
But again, is he keeping that money? The thing is you got to go buy Porsches and stuff. I mean, you got to. If you love antiques, you got to get out there and buy some.
Happy
stuff.
birthday, Leif.
And then you just drive it for like 2 years, and then you sell it for as much as you bought it for. That's what makes you a true dealer. Thank you.
Oh wait, Leif or Leif? Leif Erikson.
Okay, I broke everything, and now it doesn't work at all. So we're gonna go. Upstate New York is right to the Upstate Picker. Aloha, everybody. Thank you for joining us. This has been the big show for Monday. Go out there and happy sales to you.
Thank you so much for hanging in there with us today. You mean so much to us. We really appreciate
You know, wouldn't it be crazy if we're so brilliant
Welcome
that
to
this
the
was all
members
planned
at
out?
Pitco.
Pitco, our newest member. Thank you, all the members.
Thank you, Mike Seller, for Pokey's Treats. Thank you to all of our members. We really appreciate all of you.
Yeah, we sure do.
And all of the people watching.
After.
Amy, thank you. Carla, sorry.
Aww, aloha, Callie
Hey,
Dance.
Callie Dance. Have a great week.
You guys have a great day. Sorry our TV's off because we broke it. And we'll see you on
Paul
Wednesday.
Rose, enjoy your sandwich and Miller Dodge. I'm confident I can do at least one of those.
See you on Wednesday. Love you
Aloha,
guys.
everyone. Thank you. Aloha, mahalo.
Pokey's looking super cute right now, and you can't even see
Oh,
him.
jelly.
Aw.
Aloha.